All right, let's work through one of these together in figuring out how profitable your game can be using probabilities. So, we have already figured out expressing as a fraction. You already have decimal and percent. But the fraction is what's going to be important here. So, we've already figured out the fraction probability of rolling each of these different dice rolls. That becomes important here. Now we want to add a multiplier like we've talked about earlier. So for example, I could say if I roll a 2, remember I can just ignore the 1 column because we're with 2 dice, we're never going to roll a 1. If I roll a 2, I get 10 times back what I put in. 10 times back. So if I put in $10, my payout then would be 100. Let's say if I roll a 3, I want to get half my... No, if I roll a 3, I want to get twice my money back. So that would be a multiplier of 2 times. So if I put in, again, $10, I'm getting $20 back. Now, what I think will be important is, if you want to, you don't have to do this, but if you want to, there's a 1 out of 36 chance of rolling a 2. I could come to the 12 and say there's a 1 in 36 chance of rolling a 12, and I could make that the same 10 times multiplier. You don't have to. You could make the game, you have to roll a 2 to get 10 times. You could do that. That's totally up to you. In fact, I'm going to do something different. Rolling an 11, that's going to be a 1.5 times multiplier, just for fun. That would give me $15 back. And, just for fun also, let's make, if I roll a 4, that's a 0.5 multiplier. So if I roll a 10, I'm getting a 5 back. Same thing here if I come to, if I roll a 10, I'll get a 5 back. The rest of these will be 0 multipliers. I'm just getting no money back. If I roll, now this is my system. You're going to design your own system, right? And test multiple different ones and see what you want to get. All right, let's look at this step 1. The average payout. So what we need to find is, across many games, what are we paying out on average? So in order to find that, we need to get the total value of possible payouts. Okay, here's how I'm going to do this. This is going to be a pattern. Total value of possible payouts divided by the total possible rolls. Well, I know there are 36 possible rolls. Okay? But then, let's see here. A $100 payout can happen. There's 1, there's 2. There's 2 ways to get a $100 payout in 36 rolls. Okay? $20 payout. There are 1, 2. Okay, there are 2 ways to get a $20 payout in 36 rolls. That gets me 40. There are 2 ways to get a $15 payout in 36 rolls. And there are, oh, this is fun, a $5 payout. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $5 payout, there's 6 ways to get it. 5 times 6 is 30. And then there's a bunch of zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. How many ways are there to get a $0 payout? Just for kicks and giggles here. Well, there's 4, 9, 15, 20, 24. There's 24 ways to get a $0 payout. All this should add up to 36. So let's see. 24 plus 6 is 30, 32, 34, 36. Awesome. All right. So this is my possible dollar payouts over my total possible rolls. So let's add these up. 200 plus 40, that's 240, plus 30, that's 270, plus 30, that equals 300. So now I have 300 divided by 36 equals my average payout. Well, let's see. Let's do that. 300 divided by 36. Now, this is my average payout for a $10 play. So if I do 300 divided by 36, that is 8.3. I'm going to say 833. Okay, so $10 plays. My $10 play, there we go, my $10 play average payout is $833. All right. Awesome. Well, it's a $10 pay, right? So now let's look at this. My average profit is my cost per play minus my average payout. So profit equals cost per play, $10, minus average payout. Okay, and that's going to get me, I think, 167, doing it in my head. Let's check it for sure with the calculator. 10 minus 8.33. Hey, 167. Okay, that means on average, for every $10 play, the owner of the game makes $1.67. That's good. If you wind up with a number that's negative, right? If you find out that your average payout, if your average payout equals something like $12, okay, well, let's see. $10 minus $12 equals negative $2, right? If that's your average profit, that means you're on average losing $2 a game. Okay? Now remember, your key word here is average. You might lose money on a single game. We're not talking about single games. We're talking about thousands of games over time. And so if my average profit is $1.67 per game, and we play 1,000 games, then I can expect that 1,000 games to earn me $1,670. So, your job now, try a bunch of these different ones. Okay, with my $10 multiplier, my average payout is my average profit is $1.67. So try a bunch of these and see which one would be the most profitable for you following our rules of designing the game.